What up, D?
What's up?
All right, we're gonna go ahead and continue reading Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. I'll be reading it today. Nykel DeShawn. I hope you're enjoying. It's my intention for you to enjoy these book readings and learn something new every day, not just today, but every day. All right, so let me get it started. You know what? I should grab something to drink, but if I need some, I'll just run in the other room real quick. All right, well, fail number 12. Rich people think both. Poor people think, poor people think either or. Rich people live in a world of abundance. Poor people live in a world of limitations. Of course, both live in the same physical world, but differences in their perspective. Poor and most middle class people come from scarcity. They live by mottos such as there's only so much to go around. There's never enough, and you can't have everything. And although you may not be able to have everything, as in all the things in your world, I do think you can certainly have everything you really want. Let me throw this gum out. Hold up. And you making noise. What you doing over there?
I'm about to make something to eat.
Oh, okay. Do you want a successful career or a close relationship with your family? Both. Do you want to focus on business or have fun and play? Both. Do you want money or meaning in your life? Both. Do you want to earn a fortune or do you want to work? Do, do you do you want to earn a fortune or do the work you love? Both. Poor people always choose one. Rich people choose both. Rich people understand that with a little creativity, you can almost always figure out a way to have the best of both worlds. From now on, when confronted with an either or alternative, quintessential, I don't even know what that is. That a real word? Quintessential question to ask yourself is, how can I have both? This question will change your life. It will take you from a model of scarcity and limitation to a universe of possibilities and abundance. This is this doesn't just pertain to things you want, it pertains to all areas of life. For example, right now, I'm preparing to deal with an unhappy supplier that believes my company, Peak Potentials, should pay for certain expenses that they had that weren't originally agreed to. My feeding into that, estimating his cost and his business, not mine. And if he's incurred higher expenses, that's something he has to deal with. I'm more than willing to negotiate a new agreement for next time. But I'm big on keeping agreements that were already made. Now, in my broke days, I go into this discussion with the goal of making my point and making sure I didn't pay this guy 1 cent more than we agreed upon. And even though I like to keep him as a supplier, this would probably end up as a huge argument. I go, I go, I'd go in thinking either he wins or I win. Today, however, because I've trained myself to think in terms of both, I'm going into this discussion completely open to creating a situation where I'm not going to pay him any more money, and he's going to be extremely happy with the arrangement we do make. In other words, my goal is to have both. Here's another example. Several months ago, I decided to purchase a vacation home in Arizona. I scoured the area I was interested in, and every real estate agent told me if I wanted 3 bedrooms plus a den in the vicinity, I have to pay over $1 million. My intention was to keep my investment in this home under $1 million. Most people would either lower their expectations or raise their budget. I held out for both. I recently got a from call that the owners of a house in the exact location I wanted with the number of bedrooms I wanted had reduced their price $200,000 to under $1 million. Here's another tribute to the intention of having both. Finally, I always told my parents that I didn't want to slave away at work I didn't enjoy, and I would get rich doing what I love. The response was the usual: "You're living in a dream world. Life is a bowl of cherries. Life is not a bowl of cherries," they would say. Business is business, pleasure is pleasure. First, you take care of making a living. Then, if there's any time left over, you can enjoy life. I remember thinking to myself, if I listen to them, I'll end up like them. No, I'm going to have both. Was it tough? You bet. Sometimes I had to work at a job I hated for a week or two, and I could eat and play week or two so I could eat and pay the rent. But I never lost my intention of having both. I never got stuck long term in a job or a business I did not like. Eventually, I did become rich doing what I love. Now that I know it can be done, I'm doing what I love. Now that I know that it can be done, I continue to pursue only the work and projects that I love. Best of all, I now have a privilege of teaching others to do the same. Now, where is both? Hold on. Nowhere is both thinking. Excuse me. Nowhere is both thinking more important than when it comes to money. Okay. Poor and middle class people believe that they can choose between money and the other aspects of life. Coincidentally, they rationalize a position that money is not as important as other things. Let's set the record straight. Money is important. To say that it's not important as any of the other things in life is ludicrous. What's more important, your arm or your leg? Could it be both are important? Money is a lubricant. It enables you to slide through life instead of having to scrape by. Money brings freedom, freedom to buy what you want, and freedom to do what you want with your time. Money allows you to enjoy the finer things in life, as well as giving you the opportunity to help others have the necessities in life. Most of all, having money allows you not to have to spend your energy worrying about not having money. Happiness is important too. Again, here's where the poor and middle class people get it confused. Many people believe money and happiness are mutually exclusive. Either you can be rich or you can be happy. Again, it's nothing more than poor programming. Who are rich in every sense of the word understand that you have to have both. Just as you have to have both your arm and your legs. You have to have money and happiness. You can have your cake and eat it too. So here's another major difference between rich people and middle class people and poor people. Rich people believe you can have your cake and eat it too. Middle class people believe cake is too rich, so I only have a little piece. Poor people don't believe they deserve the cake, so they order a donut, focus on the whole, and wonder why they have nothing. All right, wealth principle. Rich people believe you can have your cake and eat it too. Middle class people believe cake is too rich, so I only have a little piece. Poor people don't believe they deserve the cake, so they order a donut, focus on the whole, and wonder why they have nothing. I ask you, what is the use of having your cake if you can't eat it? I always wondered that too. Um, yeah, I always wondered that. Have you ever wondered that? What is the use of having your cake if you can't eat it? You know when they be like, I want my cake. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You ever notice
Right.
that? I,
Hmm.
I always was like wonder that, but yeah. All right, so what exactly are you supposed to do with it? Put it on your mantle and look at it. Cake is meant to be eaten and enjoyed. Either or. Thinking also trips up people who believe that if I have more, then someone else will have less. Again, this is nothing more than fear-based, self-defeating programming. The notion that the wealthy people of the world have and are somehow hoarding all the money so that there's none left for anyone else is preposterous. First, this belief assumes that there's a limited supply of money. I'm not an economist, but from what I see, they just keep printing more of the stuff every day. The actual money supply hasn't been tied into any real asset for decades. So even if the wealthy had all the money today, tomorrow there'd be millions, if not billions, more available. The other thing people with this limited belief don't seem to realize is that the same money can be used over and over to create value for everyone. Let me give you an example. If I use, if I use, let me give you an example I've used in our seminars. I asked 5 people to come on stage and bring an item with them. I asked them to stand in a circle. Then I give a $5 bill to the first person and ask them to buy something from person number two for that money. Suppose they buy a pen. Now person number one has a pen and person number two has $5. Person number two now uses that same $5 bill to buy, say, a clipboard from person number three. Then number three uses that same $5 bill to buy a notebook from number four. I hope you get the picture at the point. I hope you get the picture and the point. The exact same $5 was used to bring value to each person that had it. The same $5 went through five different people and created $5 worth of value for each, and total of $25 in the value for the group. That $5 did not get depleted as it circled around, created value for everyone. The lessons are clear. First, money does not get depleted. You can use the same money again and again for years and years and thousands of people. Second, more money you have, the more you can put into the circle, which means other people have more money to trade for more value. This is exactly the opposite of either or based thinking. To the contrary, when you have money and use it, you the person you spend it with both you and the person you spend it with both have the value. Put bluntly, if you're so worried about other people making sure that they get their share as if their share as if there is a share, do what it takes to get rich so you can spread more money around. If I could be an example for anything, it would be that you can be kind, loving, caring, generous, and a spiritual person and be really freaking rich. I strongly urge you to dispel the myth that money is in any way bad, or that you will be less good or less pure if you are wealthy. That belief is absolute salami, in case you're tired of bologna. And if you keep eating it, you won't just be fat, you'll be fat and broke. Hey, what do you know? Another example of both. Ha. Okay, he's silly. If I can get if I can be an example of anything, it would be that you can be kind of I read it over because my somehow I skip my friends being kind, generous, loving has nothing to do with what isn't in your wallet. What is okay? I'm like, let me just hold up. I do need some water or something. Hold on, let me grab some water. I'll be right back. All right.
Mhm.
Coming. Goodness, I'm so sore from yesterday's workout. My booty cheeks hurt. It's probably TMI. But yeah, I did a nice little leg and butt exercise yesterday. Alright, where was I at? My friends, being kind, generous, and loving has nothing to do with what is or is not in your wallet. Those attributes come from what is in your heart. Being pure and spiritual have nothing to do with what is it, what is or isn't in your bank account. Those attributes come from what is in your soul. To think money makes you good or bad one way or another is either or thinking and just plain program garbage. That is not supportive to your happiness and success. It's also not supportive to those around you, especially to children. If you're adamant about being a good person, then be good enough not to infect your generation with disempowering beliefs that you may have inadvertently adopted. If you really want to live life without limits, whatever the situation, let go of either or thinking and maintain the intention to have both. Place your hand on your heart and say, "Are you ready? Place your hand on your heart and say, I always think both."
I always think both.
All right, now touch your head and say, "I have a millionaire mind."
I have a millionaire mind.
All right, millionaire mind actions. Practice thinking and creating ways of having both. Whenever alternatives are presented to you, ask yourself, how can I have both? That's number one. And number two, become aware that money is in circulation adds to everyone's life. Each time you spend money, say to yourself, this money will go through hundreds of people and create value for all of them. All right, number three, millionaire mind action. Think of yourself as a role model for others, showing that you can be kind, genuine, loving, and rich. All right, them was pretty easy. Uh, I'm going to just copy this from my notes. Let me see where I'm at. All right, so remember to do that. All right.
Do it.
Oh my God, are you serious? Just rewind the tape. Video, how about that?
I was thinking about something. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Wealth file number 13. Rich people focus on their net worth. You know what? I ain't even got no timer going.
Really?
Yeah, I'm about to say. Can you see? Can you see the screen? You should be able to. My screen.
Nope.
What do you see? Everybody, she's on her cell phone on this hangout. Just so y'all know what's going on. Now you guys should be able to see my screen and everything, but I just want to know what she sees. So what do you see?
It's just your picture.
Okay.
Your profile picture.
Okay. Picture. My handsome profile picture.
Yes,
Okay.
your handsome profile picture.
Yeah. Here's a picture of Donna's eyes and part of her nose from her profile. From her profile. Let me keep going. All right.
Oh yeah.
Wealth file number 13. Rich people focus on their net worth. Poor people focus on their working income. When it comes to money, people in our society typically ask, "How much do you make?" Seldom do you hear the question, "What's your net worth?" For few people talk this way, except of course at the country club. In country clubs, the financial discussion almost always centers around net worth. Jim just sold his stock option. He's worth over 3 million. Paul's company just went public. He's worth 8 million. Sure, just so no Sue just sold her business. She's now worth 12 million. At the country club, you're not going to hear, "Hey, did you hear that Joe got a raise?" Yeah, and 2% cost of living allowance to boot. If you did hear that, you know you're listening to the guest of the day. Wealth principle: true measure of wealth is net worth, not working income. I'm gonna copy this from my notes. Save it. True. True. What you over there fixing to eat?
Oatmeal.
Okay, yeah, I had that earlier. I'm hungry again though. All right, let me keep going. The true measure of wealth is net worth, not working income. Always has been, always will be. Net worth is the financial value of everything you own. Determine your net worth. Add up the value of everything you own, including your cash and investments such as stocks, bonds, real estate, the current value of your business if you own one, the value of your residence if you own it, and subtract everything you owe. Net worth is the ultimate measure of wealth because it is necessary. What you own and can eventually be liquidated into cash. Copying this from my notes too. I knew that, but I just need to I need to do that again. It's been a while since I've done that. All right. Rich people understand a huge distinction between working income and net worth. Working income is important, but it's only one of the four factors that determine your net worth. The four net worth factors are income, savings, investment, simplification. Rich people understand that building a high net worth is an equation that contains all four elements. Because all of these factors are essential, let's examine each one. Income comes in two forms: working income and passive income. Working income is the money earned from active work. This includes paycheck from day-to-day job, or from or for an entrepreneur, the profits or income taken from a business. Working income requires that you are investing your own time and labor to earn money. Working income is important because without it, it's almost impossible to address the other three network factors. Working income is how we fill up our financial funnel, so to speak. All things being equal, the more working income you earn, the more you can save and invest. Although working income is critical, again, it is only valuable as a part of the entire net worth equation. Unfortunately, poor and many middle class people focus exclusively on working income out of the four factors. Consequently, they end up with a low or no net worth. Passive income is money earned without you actively working. We'll discuss passive income in greater detail a little later, but for now, consider it as another stream of income filling up the funnel, which can then be used for spending, saving, and investing. Saving is also imperative. You can earn wads. You can earn wads of money, but if you don't keep any of it, you will never create wealth. Many people have a financial blueprint that is wired for spending. Whatever money they have, they spend. They choose immediate gratification over long-term balance. Spenders have three mottos. Their first motto is it's only money. Therefore, money is something they don't have much of. The second motto is what goes around comes around. At least they hope so, because their third motto is sorry, I can't right now. I'm broke. Without creating income to fill the funnel and savings to keep it there, it's impossible to address the next net worth factor. Once you begin saving a decent portion of your income, then you can move to the next stage and make your money grow through investing. Generally, the better you are at investing, the faster your money will grow and generate a greater net worth. Rich people take time and energy to learn about investing and investments. They pride themselves on being excellent investors, or at least hiring excellent investors to invest for them. Poor people think investing is only for the rich, so they never learn about it and they stay broke. Again, every part of the equation is important. Our fourth network factor may well be the dark horse of the bunch, because a few people recognize its importance in creating wealth. This is the factor of simplification. It goes hand in hand with saving money, whereby you coincidentally create a lifestyle in which you need less money to live on. By decreasing your cost of living, you increase your savings and the amount of funds available for investing. To illustrate the power of simplification, here's a story. One of our Millionaire Mind participants. When Sue was only 23, she made a wise choice. She purchased a home. She paid just under $300,000 at the time. 7 years later, in a sizzling hot market, Sue sold her home for over $600,000, meaning she profited over $300,000. She considered buying a new home, but after attending the Millionaire Mind intensive seminar, she recognized if she invested her money to secure a second mortgage at 10% interest and simplify her lifestyle, she could actually be quite comfortable living on the earnings from her investment and not have to work ever again. Instead of purchasing a new home, she moved in with her sister. Now, at 30 years of age, Sue is financially free. She won her independence not through earning a ton of money, but by consciously scaling back her personal overhead. Yes, she still works because she enjoys it, but she doesn't have to. In fact, she only works 6 months of the year. The rest of the time she spends in Fiji, first because she loves it, and second, she says her money goes even further there because she lives with the locals rather than tourists. She doesn't spend a lot. How many people do you know who would love to spend 6 months of each year living on a tropical island, never having to work again? At the ripe old age of 30, how about 40, 50, 60, ever? It's all because Sue created a simple lifestyle and consequently doesn't need a fortune to live on. So, what will it take for you to be happy financially? If you need to live in a mansion, have 3 vacation homes, own 10 cars, take annual trips around the world, eat caviar, drink the finest champagne to enjoy your life, that's fine. But recognize that you set your bar pretty darn high. And it may take you a long, long, long time to get to the point where you're happy. On the other hand, if you don't need all the toys to be happy, you probably reach your financial goal a lot sooner. Again, building your net worth is a 4-part equation. As an analogy, imagine driving a bus with 4 wheels. What would the ride be like if you're driving on one wheel only? Probably slow, bumpy, full of struggles, sparks, and going in circles. Does that sound familiar? Rich people play the money game on all four wheels. That's why their ride is fast, smooth, direct, and relatively easy. By the way, I use the analogy of a bus because once you are successful, your goal might be to bring others along on the ride with you. Poor and most middle class people play the money game on one wheel only. They believe that the only way to get rich is to earn a lot of money. They believe that only because they've never been there. They don't understand Parkinson's law, which states expenses will always rise in a direct proportion to income. Here's what's normal in our society. You have a car, you make more money, you get a better car. You have a house, you make more money, and you get a bigger house. You have clothes, you make more money, and you get nicer clothes. You have holidays, you make more money, and you spend more on the holidays. Of course, there are few exceptions to this rule, very few. In general, as income goes up, expenses almost invariably go up too. That's why income alone will never create wealth. This book is called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Does millionaire refer to income or net worth? Net worth. Therefore, if your intention is to be a millionaire or more, you must focus on building your net worth, which, as we discussed, is based on much more than just your income. Make it a policy to know your net worth to the penny. Here's an exercise that can change your financial life forever. Take a blank sheet of paper and title it Net Worth.
Net worth.
Yeah, NETWORTH. They create a simple chart that begins with zero and ends with whatever your net worth objective is. Note your current net worth as it is today. Then every 90 days, enter your new net worth. That's it. If you, excuse me, y'all. If you do this, you will find yourself getting richer and richer. Why? Because you'll be tracking your net worth. Remember that what you focus on expands. As I often say in our training, where attention goes, energy flows, and results show. All right, let me write this down because I'm definitely doing this. It's been a long time since I've done this. All right, you wrote it down though. Net worth.
I'm working on it. Yes, I did.
All right, you know how to do it though.
No.
All right. I wonder if I should tell you on here or wait till we done.
You can wait till we finish.
All right. All right. Remember what the focus. Remember what? Yeah. Wealth principle: where attention goes, energy flows, and results show. By tracking your net worth, you are focused on it, and because what you focus on expands, your net worth will expand. By the way, this law goes for every part of your life. What you track increases. To that end. You know what? I want that for my notes too. To that end, I encourage you to find and work with a good financial planner. These professionals can help you track and build your net worth. They will assist you in organizing your finances and introduce you to a variety of vehicles for saving and growing your money. You know what? I want to do this. I want to, my intention is to find a financial planner. Copying that from my notes. The best way to find a good planner is seek referral from a friend or associate who is happy with the person he or she uses. I'm not saying to take everything your planner says as gospel, but I am suggesting that you find a qualified professional with skills to help you plan and track your finances. A good financial planner can provide you with the tools, software knowledge, and recommendations to help you build the kind of investing habits that will produce wealth. Hold on, I'm copying this from my notes. All right. Generally, I recommend finding a planner who works with an array of financial products rather than just insurance or just mutual funds. And that way you can find out about a variety of options and decide what's right for you. All right, get ready. We got a declaration coming as soon as I copy this last note. Everybody Place your hand on your heart and say, I will focus on building my net worth.
I will focus on building my net worth.
Touch your head and say, I have a millionaire mind.
I have a millionaire mind.
Okay, millionaire mind actions. Focus on all four net worth factors: increasing your income, increasing your savings, increasing your investment returns, and decreasing your cost of living by simplifying your lifestyle. Hey, you about to do that now, huh? But yeah, I ain't gonna get too personal. But number two, create a net worth statement. To do this, add the current dollar value of everything you own, your assets, and subtract the total value of everything you owe, your liabilities. Commit to tracking and reinvesting this statement each quarter. Again, by virtue of the law of focus, what you track will increase. Number three, hire a financial planner who is highly successful and works with well-known reputable company. Again, the best way to find a great financial planner is to ask your friends and associates for their referrals. It's saying special bonus, go to www.millionairemindbook.com and click the free book bonuses, receive free net worth tracking sheet. You know what? Last time I went there, I did not, I don't think the link worked. I'm about to do it again real quick to see. Copy. Paste.
Can you repeat the website?
www.millionairemindbook.com.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's up. I don't know why it didn't work last time. Maybe I do something right. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna do that when I'm not on the book reading clock. All right. What? How many minutes we got? No, we should be about done, but I'm gonna go 15 more minutes. Clock's at 13. All right. Let's see where we at. Wealth file 14. Rich people manage their money well. Poor people mismanage their money well. Thomas Stanley, in his best-selling book, The Millionaire Next Door, surveyed millionaires from across North America. I read that book. And reported who they are and how they attain their wealth. The results can be summarized in one short sentence. Rich people are good at managing their money. Rich people manage their money well. Poor people mismanage their money. Wealthy people are not any smarter than poor people. They just have different and more supportive money habits. As we discussed in part one of this book, these habits are primarily based on our past conditioning. So first, if you're not managing your money properly, you're probably programmed not to manage money. Second, there's a better than good chance that you don't know how to manage your money in a way that's easily effective. I don't know about you, but where I went to, or where you went to school. Okay, hold on. I don't know about you, but where I went to school, money management 101 was not offered. Instead, we learned about the War of 1812, which of course is something I use every single day. Dude is silly. I may not be the most glamorous. It may not be the most glamorous of topics, but when it comes down to this, the single biggest difference between financial success and financial failure is how well you manage your money. It's simple to master money. You must manage money. Poor people either mismanage their money or they avoid the subject of money altogether. Many people don't like to manage their money because first, they say it restricts their freedom, and second, they say they don't have enough money to manage. As for the first excuse, managing money does not restrict your freedom. To the contrary, it promotes it. Managing your money allows you to eventually create financial freedom so that you never have to work again. To me, that's real freedom. As for those who use the I don't have enough money to manage rationale, they're looking through the wrong end of the telescope. Rather than say, when I have plenty of money, I'll begin to manage it, the reality is when I begin to manage it, I'll have plenty of money. Saying I'll start managing my money as soon as I get caught up is like an overweight person saying I'll start to exercise and dieting as soon as I lose 20 pounds. It's putting the cart before the horse, which leads to going nowhere or even backwards. First you start properly handling the money you have, then you'll have more money to handle. In the Millionaire Mind Investments Intensive Seminar, I'll tell the story where that hits most people right between the eyes. Imagine you're walking along the street with a 5-year old. You come across an ice cream store and go inside. You get the child a single scoop of ice cream on a cone because they don't have any cups. As the two of you walk outside, you notice the cone wobbling in the child's tiny hands, and all of a sudden, plop, the ice cream falls out of the cone onto the pavement. The child begins to cry. So back you go into the store, and just as you're about to order for the second time, the child notices a colorful sign with a picture of a triple scooper cone. The child points to the picture and excitedly and screams, "I want that one." Now here's the question. Being the kind of loving, generous person you are, would you go ahead and get this child a triple scooper? Your initial response might be sure. However, considering the question a little more deeply, most of our seminar participants respond no. Because why would you want to set up the child up to fail? The child couldn't even handle a single scoop, so how could the child possibly handle the triple scoop? The same holds true when it comes to the universe and you. We live in a kind of loving universe, and the rule is until you show you can handle what you got, you won't get any more. That's deep. Wealth principle. You, you show you can handle what you got. Until you show what you can handle what you got, you won't get any more. So that's a wealth principle. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna copy that for my notes. To remind myself. All right. Let me see. You must acquire the habits and skills of managing a small amount of money before you can have a large amount. Remember, we are creatures of habit, and therefore the habit of managing your money is more important than the amount. Wealth principle: the habit of managing your money is more important than the amount. I'm copying that one too. Copying that one too. Save. So how exactly do you manage your money? At the Millionaire Mind Intensive Seminar, we teach that what many believe to be an amazingly simple and effective money management method. It's beyond the scope of this book to go over every detail, but let me give you a couple basics so you can get started. Open a separate bank account designated your financial freedom account. Put 10% of every dollar you receive after taxes into this fund. The money is only to be used for investments in buying and creating passive income streams. The job of this account is to build a golden goose that lays golden eggs called passive income. And when you do get to spend this money, it's never spent, only invested. Eventually, okay, that was a question. And when do you get to spend this money? Never spent, only invested. Eventually, when you retire, you get to spend the income from the fund, the eggs, but never the principal itself. In this way, it keeps growing, and you never go broke. You know what? I've been on this, and it's time to put into action. I always take the money that I do make and invest it. I do that, and I've known that. But you know what they say? It's not knowledge that is power. It's what you do with the knowledge that's power. It's using that knowledge it's that's the actual power and not the knowledge itself. I'm so hungry. My stomach just growled. I don't know if you guys heard it. All right, check it. One of our students named Emma recently told me her story. 2 years ago, Emma was about to claim bankruptcy. She didn't want to, however, she felt she had no other option. She was in debt beyond what she could handle. Then she attended the Millionaire Mind Intensive seminar and learned about money management system. Emma said, "This is it. This is how I'm going to get out of this mess." Emma, like all the participants, was told to divide her money into several different accounts. That's just great. She thought to herself, I don't have any money to divide up. But since she wanted to try, Emma decided to divide up $1 a month into the accounts. Yes, that's right. Only $1 a month. Based on the allocation system we teach using this $1, she put 10 cents of into her FFA financial freedom account. First thing she thought to herself was, how the heck am I supposed to become financially free on 10 cents a month? So she committed to doubling that dollar every month. The second month, she divided up $2. The third month, $4. Then 8, then 16, 32, 64, and so on until the 12th month, she was $2,048 that she was dividing up each month. Then 2 years later, she began to collect some amazing fruits from her efforts. She was able to put 10,000 directly into her financial freedom account. She had developed the habit of managing her money so well that when a bonus check of 10,000 came her way, she didn't need the money for anything else. Emma is now out of debt and on her way to becoming financially free. All because she took action with what she learned, even if it was only $1 a month. Doesn't matter if you have a fortune right now or virtually nothing. What does matter is that you immediately begin to manage what you've got, and you'll be in shock at how soon you get more. I had another student at a Millionaire Mind Intensive Seminar say, how can I manage my money when I'm borrowing money to live on as it is? The answer is borrow an extra dollar and manage that dollar. Even if you're borrowing or finding just a few dollars a month, you must manage that money, because more than a physical world principle is at play here. This is also a spiritual principle. Money miracles will occur once you demonstrate to the universe that you can handle your finances properly. In addition to opening a financial freedom bank account, create a financial freedom jar in your home and deposit money into it every day. It could be $10, $5, $1, a single penny, or all your loose change. The amount doesn't matter, the habit does. The secret again is to place daily attention on your objective of becoming financially free. Like attracts like, money attracts more money. Let this simple jar become a money magnet, attracting more and more money and opportunities for your financial freedom into your life. Now, I'm sure this isn't the first time you've heard the advice to say 10% of your money for long-term investment, but it may be the first time you heard that you must have an equal and an opposite account specifically designed for you to blow money and play. Okay, yeah, that's the first time I heard that in this book. I have another account that's equal to that, just specifically designed for you to blow the money and play. Okay. One of the biggest secrets to managing money is balance. On one side, you want to save as much money as possible so you can invest it, make more money. On the other side, you need to put another 10% of your income into a play account. Why? Because we are holistic in nature. You can't affect one part of your life without affecting the other. Some people save, and while their logical and responsible self is fulfilled, their inner spirit is not. Eventually, this fun-seeking spirit side will say, I've had enough. I want some attention too, and sabotage the results. On the other hand, if you spend, not only will you never become rich, but the responsible part of you will eventually create a situation where you don't even enjoy the things you spend your money on, and you'll end up feeling guilty. Guilt will then cause you to unconsciously overspend as a way of expressing your emotions. Although you might feel better temporarily, soon it's back to the guilt and shame. It's obvious. It's a vicious cycle. The only way to prevent it is to learn how to manage your money in a way that works. Your play account is primarily used to nurture yourself, to do the things you wouldn't do normally. It's for extra. What the hell? It's for extra special. Okay. They just chopped the word up. It's for extra special things like going to a restaurant or ordering. Did you just laugh at me?
Go ahead.
It's for extra special things like going to a restaurant and ordering a bottle of the finest wine and champagne, or renting a boat for the day, or staying in a high-class hotel for extravagant night on fun and frolic. The play account rule is that it must be spent every month. Wow, that's right. Each month you have to blow all the money in the account in a way that makes you feel rich. Oh, this gonna be fun. You know I'm gonna do it too. For example, imagine walking into a massage center, dumping all the money from your account on the counter, pointing to the therapist and saying, "I want both of you on me." What the hell? This dude clouded. With the hot rocks and the freaking cucumbers. After that, bring me lunch. Like I said, extravagant. The only way most of us will ever continue to follow our savings plan is by offsetting it with a playing plan that reward us for our efforts. Your play account is also designed to strengthen your receiving muscle. It also makes managing money a heck of a lot more fun. In addition to the play account and the financial freedom account, I advise you to create four more accounts. The other accounts will include 10% into your long-term savings for spending account, 10% for your education account, 50% into your necessities account, and 10% into your giving account. Again, poor people think it's all about income. They believe you have to earn a fortune to get rich. Again, that's male cow Ah, damn. He be clowning with these words. Again, that's male cow manure. The fact is that that if you manage your money following this program, you can become financially free in relatively small income. If you mismanage your money, you can't become financially free, even on a huge income. That is why so many high income professionals, doctors, lawyers, athletes, and even accountants are basically broke because it's not just about what comes in, it's about what you do with. It's what you do what with what comes in. One of our attendees, John, told me that when he first heard about the money management system, he thought, how boring. Why would anyone spend their precious time doing that? Then later during the seminar, he finally realized if he wanted to be financially free someday, especially sooner than later, he would too have to manage his money just like the rich. John had to learn this new habit because it definitely wasn't natural for him. He said it reminded him of when he was training for triathlons. He was really good at swimming and cycling, however, he hated the running. It hurt his feet, knees, and back. He was stiff after every training session. He was always out of breath. His lungs burned every time. Even if he wasn't going fast, he used to dread running. However, he knew that if he was going to become a top triathlete, he had to learn to run and accept it as a part of what it took to succeed. Whereas in the past, John avoided running. He now decided to run every day. After a few months, he began enjoying running and actually looked forward to it each day. This is exactly what happened to John in the area of money management. He started out hating it every minute of it, but grew to actually like it. Now he looks forward to getting his paycheck and dividing it into the different accounts. He also enjoys watching how his net worth has gone from zero to 300,000 and is growing daily. It comes down to this: either you control your money, or it will control you. To control money, you must manage it. Okay, wealth principle: either you control money, or it will control you. I'm definitely saving that for my notes. All right, all right. I love hearing seminar graduates share how much more confident they feel around money, success, and themselves. Once they begin managing their money properly, the best part is that confidence transfers into other parts of their lives and enhances their happiness, their relationships, and even their health. Money is a big part of your life. And when you learn how to get your finances under control, all areas of your life will soar. Declaration. Everybody do this. Place your hand on your heart and say, I am an excellent money manager.
I am an excellent money manager.
Touch your head and say, I have a millionaire mind.
I have a millionaire mind.
All right, millionaire mind actions. Open your financial freedom bank account. You hear me? Put 10% of all your income after taxes into this account. This money is never to be spent. Only invest to produce passive income for your retirement. You got that?
Yes.
All right, number two, create a financial freedom jar in your home and deposit money into it every day. It could be $10, $5, $1, a single penny, all of your loose change. Again, this will put daily attention on your financial freedom, and where attention goes, results show. Okay, hold up, let me copy this from my notes.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened?
No, so I'm about to do that right now.
All right, but take a massive action. I like that in you. Yeah. All right. Let me read this little part. Success story from Christine Closure. From Christine Closure to T. Harv Eker. This is a note to the book author. To put simply, after attending T. Harv Eker's Millionaire Mind Intensive, my relationship with my money completely changed, and my business grew by 400% within 1 year. Most importantly, my husband and I finally got how important it was to save the first 10% of our income every month, no matter what. Now, I'm happy to say we saved more in a few years after attending Harv's program than we had in previous 15 years. Plus, the techniques we learned from our for solving money issues in our relationship has uh, kept us money argument free ever since. Harv's money management system is easy to follow and works to your success. All right, number three on the two money mind millionaire mind actions is open a play account or have a play jar in your home where you deposit 10% of all your income along with your play account and your financial freedom account. Open four more accounts and deposit the following percentages into each: 10% into your long-term savings for spending account, 10% into your educational account, 50% into your necessities account, and 10% into your giving account. So remember to do that. If you didn't get all that, go ahead after this tape uploads, rewind it back. And if y'all need to pause it to write it down to the listeners. And I know this sounds like my subconscious is telling me, oh shit, like I could do the first two, no sweat. You know, the 10% to my investment that I never touched, yes, no problem. The play account, yes, no problem. But my subconscious is like fighting me, like my I don't know if it's my ego, or whatever, is fighting me to do this last thing, but because it's fighting me, I know it's important to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this 10% to my long term, 10% to my education, 50% to my necessities, and 10% to my giving. I'm gonna go ahead and do that shit, but it's fighting me. It's like I don't want to do it, but I know I need to do it, so I'm gonna do it.
Nice.
Whatever money you have, begin managing it now. Do not wait another day. Even if you only have $1, manage that dollar. Take 10 cents and put it into your FFA jar, and another 10 cents and put it into your play jar. This action alone will send a message to the universe that you are ready for more money. Of course, if you can manage more money, of course, if you can manage more, manage more. Okay, so that's it for today. Stop at page 155. Oh, stretch it out. All right, I'm gonna copy this last little bit from my notes. But it's just straight up like this what this book is telling us to do is like the difference between being rich and being poor. It's like what do we choose to be? Like you got to make a choice. And the the easiest road is filled with people that ain't really happy with their life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta work that muscle. But when I say work that muscle, it might be a struggle at first, but the more you work it, the easier it get. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the stuff that you might do right now might be a struggle, might be, hard, or difficult at the start. But like he was in the example with that dude that ran that triathlon, he hated the running part. The more you do it, the easier it becomes, and it becomes natural. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to yeah. I'm gonna have to put that out into the universe so that it becomes natural. I'm gonna have to just take action. All right, but this is something I want to start doing new. I was thinking about this. I think when I was asleep, like I was half asleep thinking about this book reading, and I was like, at the end of the book reading, I want whoever's on the line for the book reading to like say a couple points that they picked up or some new things that they learned. Like, what did you learn today? Like, some things that you learned from this little reading right here. Um, not to just put you on the spot. I'm gonna let you think about it for a minute. But even you, I'm talking to D, but I'm talking to whoever's just listening. Like, what did you learn today? I just want you to think about it, like what you learned from this reading. Yeah. Me personally, I learned that I need to personally focus on my network, like to actually add it up, and by knowing what I'm working with, I'll be able to increase it. Like it just makes perfect sense. It's like it's simplistic, and I also noticed something else that I need to pay attention to, and it's up here somewhere, and I don't even think I grabbed it for the notes. And one of them was being simplistic. It was 4 things that I need to focus on: income, savings, investment, and simplification. I, I knew about the first 3, but I never. You know what? I never. I knew about the 4th one, but I never heard it in that term before of simplification. Knew about income, savings, and investments, but the simplifications, it's like I never tied those 4 together. Like I knew, like, and I've even practiced it. I'm kind of rambling in my head, cause like when it comes to cars, I don't buy cars that have leases on them. I usually buy it straight out cash, so I don't have to pay when I get hungry, I can't think straight, but so I don't have to pay the extra amount every month. Interest is the word I was looking for, so I don't have to pay interest. I usually buy my cars out straight cash or whatever, and that's a part of simplification that I picked up from like previous books I read way back in the day. I'm just now getting back into this reading book thing, but yeah. So simplifying your life, getting your bills down. Matter of fact, while I was reading this and thinking of simplifications while I was reading to you guys, I was thinking about my cricket bill. My cricket bill like $70 when it could be 50, and I'm spending an extra 20 for the internet that I don't even use. So I just need to go ahead and simplify it because I can't. For some reason, the cricket service the internet hasn't been working for me for almost a year. So that's like an extra $20 that could be going into my new accounts that I'm about to create after I hop off this video. I could be putting $10 extra a month into my blow account where I just blow it and ball out, and my investment account that could be extra 20. So as soon as I get up this line, I'm about to call cricket. Hey, get me back down to 50. Cancel my little internet stuff because it don't work anyway. And I'm gonna go ahead and keep that little bit of money and put it into my accounts. Just spread it out, make it grow. But now that you had the time to think, what's something that you picked up off of today's reading? D.
I can have my cake and eat it too.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I always do that. I always knew that. If you know me, I always try to gotta have my cake and eat it too. But yeah, that's cool. All right, well shoot. Let me see. I don't know how much time we've been on this little video, but it's time to wrap it up. I want to say that it is my goal that you be the best you possible. Everybody that's listening to the sound of my voice. I also want to tell you to go ahead and click the link below. I got ways you can make money online. Um, to check into. So go ahead and check out that link below. Get on my little e-list so I can email you like little positive things and ways you can get to the money. All right, but yeah, that's it. I'm starting to ramble. Nykel DeShawn, and we got who else we got?
B. This is B.
All right, so we out. Till next time. Peace.